What's going on, guys? I wanted to come on here and talk about a good story for once. This is America's oldest running black-owned business by Parisia Cavalance, CNN Business Photographs by Maddie McGarvey for CNN. Okay. Over the past 138 years, a small business in Columbus, Ohio has persevered throughout the Great Depression, two world wars, and the Great Recession, and 25 presidents. The E. E. Edward Moving and Storage crowning achievement is that it has remained the oldest continuously operating black-owned business in the United States, a distinction recognized by the Department of Commerce and mentioned in the congressional record. The company, which started off with just two horses and a wagon, has endured and evolved over the decades. Today, E. E. Edward operates a fleet of about a dozen long-haul trucks and two warehouses in Columbus and Charlotte, North Carolina. It is also an agent for the moving company North American Van Lines. From early days of E. E. Ward's ownership and management to now, the long legacy of the company and the goodwill it has created within the community is what has sustained it for this long and warranted to be kept alive, said Brian Brooks, who now co-owns the company with his wife Dominique. Alright, you can see the little illustration. Two horses in a wagon. E. E. Ward's legacy traces back to the 1840s when John T. Ward served as the conductor of the Underground Railroad. He used his horses and wagon to help slaves escape to freedom through the network of hiding places and safe houses. During the Civil War, Ward scored government contracts to haul supplies and equipment for the U.S. Army. His son, William Ward, eventually took an interest in the business and learned the ropes. In 1881, the two launched the Ward Transfer Line. In 1899, after the company added storages to their offerings, they renamed it the E. E. Ward Transfer and Storage Company after Edgar Earl Ward, John T. Ward's grandson, who was running the business by then. The business started using motor vehicles in the early 1900s, phasing out their last horsepower moving team in 1921. By 1925, it had expanded to more commercial clients, including Steinway Piano Company, for which it transported nearly 900,000 pianos. William's grandson, Eldon Ward, joined the family's business in 1941. He would become the last Ward family member to own the company. Eldon was a stalwart of the community. He was on many boards of local organizations in Columbus and was active in charity work, said Jerry Saunders, 65, at Columbus native and CEO of Afrocentric Personal Development Shop, a substance abuse treatment and domestic violence education center. The local branch of the YMCA where Eldon used to swim at 6 a.m. each morning even bears his name, noted Saunders. Maintaining a legacy. Brian Brooks and his wife Dominique are the current co-owners of E. E. Ward. Okay. Alright. When Eldon decided to retire into Phoenix in 1996, there was no succession plan in place that he did not have any children of his own. His niece was managing the business after him, but that was thinking about selling it or closing it altogether, say Brooks, who is now the company's current president. He started his first business at 20. Now he runs a 300 million water park empire. Brooks' father was an attorney for E. E. Ward for 20 years. His parents were so close to the Wards that Eldon was Brooks' godfather. So when it appeared the business was going to leave the Ward family hands, Brooks' mother pleaded with her son to help keep the E. E. Ward legacy alive. He was already helping out with his family real estate business and pursuing an MBA at Franklin University in Columbus, but Brooks started going some research. And anyway, frankly, I didn't know that industry, so I hired a business consultant to do due diligence, said Brooks, who is now 49. But I felt strongly about the long legacy of the business, and I wanted to keep that alive. He ended up buying the firm with a business partner, Otto Beatty, in April 2001 for an undisclosed amount. New type of family business. When Brooks and Beatty took over the company's offices were in small building in downtown Columbus. At the time, E.E. Ward employed 2 of his personnel, a total of 5 movers and drivers, 4 trucks and 4 trailers, and was generating about $300,000 in annual sales. Brooks initially struggled to get his earnings from day one. There was a learning curve. Moving industry is complex with many regulations you have to learn about. He said, plus the business itself was stuck in a different area. It was all run manually with old dial phones, he recalled. We had to modernize the technology, establish banking relationships, hire a payroll company, because even this function was handled by the family. Her articles are keeping from... Okay, today the company is profitable and generates more than $5 million in annual sales. He said it has 50 full-time workers during peak season. It often brings another 20 temp workers. I can certainly say that we have taken E.E. Ward a lot further in the last 18 years. Beatty left business in 2014 to pursue other interests. Brooks now manages the operation with his wife Dominique, who handles the firm's branding and marketing. The couple has made it to the point to honor the Ward family commitment to social good. Dominique also oversees philanthropic initiatives, including the Labs for Learning annual fundraiser at the local YMCA, which E.E. Ward co-sponsors with other businesses. The event raises money to send children to underprivileged areas to swimming lessons and classes about water safety. E.E. Ward also, oh my God, okay. E.E. Ward also has served as a second home to workers like Jerome Davis. He's 60 and has worked here for half his life, helping to pack and load cargo. Sorry if my voice is boring, you guys. Cowboy boots are pricey and tricky to buy. This startup wants to change that. Davis plans to stay on at the company indefinitely. I move people. It's what I do and what I'm good at it. He said, although getting used to the new way of doing things was a big change for him, Davis has embraced it. You can also learn something new, he said. But mostly, he said he's grateful that Brookses have stayed true to the culture Eldon Ward fostered at the company. We want to see this company through the next 100 years, said Dominique. This is what I love to see. You know, every time I report something, there's always something, a racism thing going on, or white people doing this, or a black person doing that to another black person. You know, I like to do positive story like this. I'll be looking for stories like this, but you know, the one thing I disagree with, they didn't have to sell the business. He should have held out. But I'm glad that they kept the legacy and the culture of the business the same. You know, unlike when Bob Johnson sold BET, you know, BET is basically just a crap show right now, but a network, I mean. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments, subscribe, share the video. You see, if any white person told you we haven't accomplished anything, which you know what we have, just point them out to this story. Just send them this link. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, subscribe, share the video. I'll talk to you next one.